we're doing. Pretty straight as we're forging it. Get too far out, it's hard to get back in. Okay, we got that blade. We just need to hammer it out a little bit. It's still a little thick on the edge there. We need to hammer that out, and that'll make it a little bit wider. We want about 1.5 inches wide, about 9 inches long on the blade is what we're shooting for. Okay, I'm coming back to that trip hammer, Kev. Up again, get that curve out of there. Then we're going to turn it around and hammer the tang out in a minute. I'm going to do most of the blade by hand now, I think, with a hand hammer. Then we'll do a little more on the trip hammer. When we get onto the hammer the tang out. Got a little warp in it there. We'll have to heat up again and get that out of there. Yeah, that looks better now. Got that blade pretty well. I need to do a little bit more right out on the point. I'll hammer that down a little. We want kind of a drop point and sharpen that point a little bit more, and then we'll be through with it. We want it tapered. The thickest part will be right where the blade starts. Then it'll taper out toward the point, and in the back, the tang will taper toward the butt of the tang. That's a little cutter I made out of spring steel, just sharp on one end, one side, blunt on the other side, and just hammered out to a tang. I used to use that for cutting Damascus. Okay, I'm going back to trip hammer now when I come out of there. Start about an inch back from where the blade began. Start cutting that out, hammer it out more, not on the end. It's best we turn it over, hammer on the other side too. That's a little tape. We need a little bit more though yet. We'll straighten it up a little bit and we'll be through with the forging part of this knife. Then we got a bucket of ashes down here. We're gonna put it in and we'll get it red hot, put it in those ashes, bury it in the ashes, and leave it till it cools down to room temperature and it'll be annealed then. Then we'll grind it, get it all shaped up, and then we'll be ready to harden it. It's crooked, we'll get it straight later on. Okay, now we're going to measure it over here. Yeah, that's a good length there. We need to shape the end of it. We'll draw that out and bring that down a little bit. Okay, see, that time we rounded the top off a little bit and brought that down a little bit. We'll do it a little bit more, a little up right in there. We'll have a little swell in the center there. Straight. Yeah, good. When you check it to see if it's straight, you want to check it from both ends and both directions. That looks pretty good though. You can hear from the point back that way. Yeah, that looks pretty straight, and we got that shaped up pretty much the way we wanted it. So now we're going to get red hot and put it in the ashes. I'm going to put the tang in first, get it hot, and then switch it around. Okay, we just put it in the ashes there and stick it down there, and I got this little tool here, just rake ashes over it, cover it up. You want to be careful there, you could warp it, it's red hot. If you moved around in the ashes too much, you could warp it.